What's up, guys? We're back, and I'm showing you this because I want these guys to stick around because it's hot. It's really hot. We're expected to be high 90s, even probably 100, 101 degrees Fahrenheit for all of the folks who are in Southern California, at least in my area. And I'm doing this video because I want to make sure you guys are actually focused on trying to get your irrigation going and making sure that it's actually running. So here's one thing that I'm running right now, and I want to make sure you guys are running it and making sure you're actually checking it. So this is my Zutano, and as you know, I planted this Zutano about a year ago, and it's growing. About 3 weeks ago, I kind of showed you what it looked like, and this is what it looks like right now. So it's growing well. And one thing I want to let you know about, so something I'm trying this year that's a little different is this is called Surround WP, which is a clay product that you can buy in a big bag, and you just mix it with water and you put it into like a spray bottle or a sprayer of some sort. So what you do is you just spray it onto the leaves, and what happens is it kind of comes out. It doesn't look like it's applying anything, and then when it dries out, it dries and has this like white, it's almost like sunscreen for avocados. So you know, when you're out in the sun, it's burning hot. Hopefully you got sunscreen, but avocados need it too. So having something like this is actually good. And what I noticed is that, you know, after applying this, my watering schedule, which I typically up during this time of year, especially when it's super hot, and especially when I would call this kind of like a little bit of a heat wave, right? So it's 95 plus degrees and up to 100 and low 100s. This is the time when you want to really up your watering, which helps. But I haven't really upped it too much considering I had this stuff on here, so it's been helping. So to me, this is a good way to kind of keep your avocados healthy when the temperatures go up. And it's almost like a way to kind of look at this whole drought situation that we're in right now and kind of mitigate some of that, right? So something different to try, and it's working. So I definitely encourage you guys to give it a try. I'll probably put a link down below so you can actually see what it actually looks like. But this product I got from a friend, I'm trying it out, and you know what, a little goes a long way, because I put in a couple of teaspoons into like a half gallon and sprayed it on here, and I got most of my trees with this little amount, and it seems to really help. It seems to protect it, and it's supposed to help with insects also, because I've been having a couple of insect issues also. So here's my nabal, and I made sure I sprayed, especially the new stuff that's coming out here, and made sure that I kind of covered, especially the new stuff, which tends to burn really easily. So as you can see, we hit like 90, 94, 95 degrees today, and it's expected to be 96, 97 degrees probably tomorrow, and then also Saturday. So, and so far it's helped, because you know what, one thing that I typically do is add some shade, and providing like a shade structure to something like this, which is already kind of high, it's a pain, right? So if you're able to kind of mix that Surround WP and spray it onto the leaves and kind of help it going, it's actually kind of a nice substitute for applying shade. And also I think it helps with giving you a chance to provide less water and still keep the avocado kind of healthy here. So here's my reed, and as you know, I'm getting some new growth with the reed. So I applied the surround, and it's helping. And I think this is probably, for me, the way going forward, where, you know, especially with the new growth, apply the surround on the new growth. Some of the older kind of leaves that, you know, I didn't really need to, but I just sprayed it anyways, so probably doesn't hurt it overall. But I'll keep you guys updated to see how it goes. But you know, this new growth is kind of coming in, and the new growth is really tender, so it's kind of good to have something to protect it, and applying the surround is probably the way to go going forward, of course. So just another example, and you know, applying the surround and having it kind of help out with keeping this tree, which, you know, I got bug issues, ate this entire half of this leaf. Ridiculous. But the other half is still doing good. So this is a Kona Charwell, and let me kind of walk back a little bit so you can see. And you know, this guy, from my experience with Konas in general, they are very kind of like finicky, and the heat will really kind of burn, make like the new growth like this kind of crispy. So you know, for me, I you know, applying this surround stuff that is essentially like a way to kind of protect it without having to apply it like a shade structure, is an alternate way to kind of manage the heat and manage the sun. But I can't guarantee that, you know, when we get up to 100, 105, 110, which I hope we do not get to this year, because I still remember what I call the heat wave of 2018, where we lost, at least for me, I had some trees, and I actually lost some trees because of the heat. But part of the reasons why I lost it was I didn't do some of the things that I'm doing now, which is protecting it, mulching like crazy, like what this stuff is, applying water, like a lot of water when needed. So these are all things that, and you know, even like the shade cloth, painting the branches, those are all things that are important, you know. And I don't think I did that like in 2018. And I kind of wonder if I would have done that, if a couple of my trees would have survived. But knowing what I know now, you got to do whatever you can, especially when they're young and small, kind of like this guy. Take care of them, protect them, do whatever you can to get the roots to develop. And as soon as all that stuff gets developed, it's off to races. Then it's easy. Avocados are easy. So, of course, I'm out here trying to fix the broken pipe and trying to stay hydrated. Look at the color of this IPA, double IPA, hazy double IPA. It looks like orange juice. It's crazy, it's all thick. So, looking good. This is what we got. In any case, hopefully you guys are having a good week. Stay hydrated. Make sure your avocados are hydrated. Make sure you're hydrated. And we're off to a hot week, but if you stay hydrated, everything will be fine. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.